Welcome back everyone to another video, and this week we've been spending time with the all new range topping Volkswagen Amarok Aventura. So as you know, we're going to tell you everything that you need to know about this car, how it drives, what it's priced like, and what it's been like to live with as well. So keep it locked and let's see how it's like. So there's no denying just how striking the Amarok looks, especially in this Aventura, guys. So starting up front, we've got these IQ Matrix LED headlights, and I'll insert a clip to show you guys just how cool these headlights work. Some of the best in the game, if you ask me. Moving down, we've also got this really cool sort of element to the front bumper, and we've got some Amarok badging over there. We've also got a front camera here as well, which is pretty helpful when you're trying to park in tight spots as well. We've also got a V6 badge, which I'll talk about a little later. And lower down, you've also got some LED fog lamps too, which help when you need to see better at night. Moving over to the side, you've got these really big 21-inch alloy wheels, which look absolutely superb. They do, however, compromise the ride comfort, but I'll touch on that a bit later when we're doing the driving aspects of our review. Moving over to the side, you've got these really cool and premium looking running boards. However, if you ask me, they do feel a bit flimsy, and I'm not sure I feel too comfortable getting on them, but they do look pretty cool too. So yeah, we've also got some chrome elements here on the side mirrors, which are exclusive to the Aventura model, and if you ask me, they look pretty nice too, and they give it a really elegant and classy look. And complementing the side mirrors, you've also got these chrome door handles as well, which look pretty cool too. And moving towards the back of the Amarok Aventura, you've got this really cool north-facing sort of badge over there, which has got Amarok Aventura writing on it, and it's situated on the sports bar, which you only find on the Aventura model. So let's take it around to the back. And as you can see, you've got the easy lift gate over here, which is extremely easy to release, and with the press of a button over here, you can see it reveals the electronic roller shutter. The load bed is rubberized, which is pretty cool, and I think most people will be happy about that. So getting into the load bed of the Amarok isn't an easy task, and I'll tell you why. So the Ford Ranger, this is sort of, it shares a platform on, it's got side steps on the rear, and this doesn't, which does make it a bit of a faff to get into, but nonetheless, here I am. So some niceties on the back of the Amarok: you get a 180 watt 12 volt socket over there, of course the electric road shuts that I showed you, and you've got some power down points as well down there, which make it really practical too. I'll put up on the screen just how much you can fit into the load bed in terms of weight. So I think most people buying this car to use it for what it's actually intended for will be quite happy. And lastly, you've got Amarok badging over there and these really cool looking LED tail lamps. So as you can see, I'm sat behind my own driving position, and I've got more than enough headroom, more than enough leg room, and my feet are also pretty comfy as well. Overall, the rear does really feel quite spacious if you ask me, and some practicality that you've got obviously this armrest over here with cup holders, and you've got two air vents. You don't have a USB port unfortunately, but you do get a 12 volt socket as well as a 150 watt plug over here, which is pretty cool if you need to charge powerful items. Of course, being a family vehicle, you do get ISOFIX points on the outboard seats, and if for whatever reason you do need a ton of space, you can fold away the rear bench like so, and that reveals some tools that you need for the car, as well as creates a bit more of an opening over there. So jumping inside the front of the car, as you can see, we've got all the niceties that you would love and expect from a 1.1 million rand buggy. So as you can see, we've got the large infotainment system that houses basically all of your vehicle and different controls of the sort. So you've got navigation, which is embedded, you've got wireless Apple CarPlay and Apple Auto, and you've also got the climate control settings which are embedded in here as well. Thankfully you do have shortcut keys which you can use to quickly on the fly control things such as your climate control, your driving settings, and even your parking assistance settings, which you may need to do on the fly. You've also got, wait for it, a physical volume knob, which is past these legs. In front of the driver is, yet again, wait for it, a steering wheel with actual buttons on there. I mean, in a world where everything is digital and touch sensitive, this is honestly a welcome addition. Up there you've got a digital instrument cluster, and it looks superb. It's crisp, it's bright, it's got all sorts of information that you may need and want while you're driving. So quite easy to use as well, and I'm a big fan of it. So moving down, you've got your 4x4 controls, and as you can see, you've got 2 high, which is for your everyday driving, and then you've got 4 auto, which basically automatically adjusts how much power you get to each wheel, and then you've got 4 high and 4 low for when the going gets really tough. As you can see, practicality wise, I've got decent cup holders over here. I've got some decent storage under there as well, and as well as in the door bins, and some more niceties in the Aventura include a banging Harman Kardon sound system. We've also got a USB-C port, a USB-A port, as well as a charging pad over there as well. So time to go for a drive and tell you guys how this car has been like on the road. So first things first, under the bonnet is a 3-liter V6 turbo diesel, which is powerful, for lack of a better term. It hauls. So it puts out 184 kilowatts and 600 Newton meters of torque. And let me tell you guys, this engine is superb. More than you'll ever need for any day-to-day driving situation, but it's nice to know that you do have it on tap. So I can just imagine how towing must feel like. So actually, we did a little exercise. We did a trip down to the local hardware store and bought a ton of building material, and let me tell you guys, the load bed was loaded up with about 800 kilograms of building materials, and it felt like nothing. I mean, the car felt like, I mean, look, you can obviously tell that there's a load in the back, but for the most part, this V6 engine doesn't struggle at all. So in and around town, it feels really, really good. It's powerful enough for all those overtaking maneuvers that you might need to make. Look, you're never feeling like you're wanting for more. I mean, how could you? So I'm really happy about this engine, and I will keep emphasizing that. Furthermore, out on the open road, the Amarok Aventura really gets going quite quickly. If you need to suddenly overtake, there is a slight lag, but then again, it is a very heavy car, so that is to be expected. But once it gets going, it really picks up like nobody's business. I mean, I'd like to say that it pulls like a train. I think that's the best way to describe it. Another thing that I would like to commend the Aventura on is just how well insulated and how refined the cabin feels. So, I mean, even at highway speeds, you hardly hear anything from the outside. The car is really well insulated, it's very quiet, very relaxing. So I think as a long hauler on long road trips, it would make a superb companion. And of course, being the range topper of the Amarok lineup, you do have all the fancy adaptive cruise control settings that you love. So right now, I've set my cruise control setting, and as you can see, don't try this at home. As you can see, it is doing a good job at keeping me in the center of the lane and keeping me a safe following distance from the vehicle in front. So as I mentioned earlier on, the 21-inch alloy wheels do compromise the ride quality just a bit, but not to the point where it's unbearable. I mean, the road that we're driving on now is it's not too well maintained, but I don't feel uncomfortable for the most part. You know, you do feel the road imperfections quite a bit, but like I said, it's not unbearable. It is decent considering that you are making a compromise when opting for the Aventura, which only comes in these larger wheels. But that said, the Aventura is, however, a comfortable car when the roads are perfect, and yeah, I'm a big fan of how the suspension is set up if the conditions are right. So now we've come to the last part of our review, and that is the price. So this Amarok Aventura comes in at just a smidge over 1.1 million rand, which is quite hefty if you ask me, but I do think that it's justified, and I'll tell you why. This car is extremely refined. It is really premium. It really sets itself apart from its rivals in terms of its offering and just how well refined it is. This is truly a premium buggy, and I think it is really playing in a league of its own, hence the premium on its price that it's asking. So if you ask me, that's just over 1.1 million rand. It's extremely well justified. But if you have other thoughts, let me know down in the comments, and I'm keen to hear what you guys think about the price, and if you think it's too expensive, where would you rather spend your money? So let me know down in the comments. So we've spoken about everything that you need to know about the Amarok Aventura. We went for a drive, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Well, that's it from us, and see you guys on the next one. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends to watch our videos. Anyway, catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.